Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a really exciting product review slash reviews, plural, because I have a lot of products to tell you about. So I got the opportunity to test out and review almost the entire line of Hippie Skin products. So I'm going to go through all of these skincare items, and I have, hang on, I have several makeup items that I'm going to tell you about, and tell you about Hippie Skin, and just tell you my thoughts on the products. They did send me these samples for free for review, but I'm going to give you guys my totally honest opinion on these, so let's get going. So Hippie Skin is a totally natural, simple, organic type skincare and makeup products. They are all made in the USA, which I think is really awesome, and they're actually based in Ogden, Utah. But they have a website, and I'm definitely going to be linking it below so you can check out all their products. I'm going to be showing you everything that they sent me, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the ingredients on them and how my skin responded to them, and just go from there. So I got this kit of products 2 weeks ago, and I've been using all of these products for 2 weeks. So I've got, a general idea of what I think about them. So the first product is this Hippie Luxe. This is a cleanser slash moisturizer. And I've used quite a bit of it, but as you can see, it's just like a creamy type texture. It's got a little bit of oil to it, and that will make sense once I tell you what's in this. So all that is in this cleanser slash moisturizer, I used it as a cleanser, but everything that's in this is organic coconut oil, organic lemongrass essential oil, and organic sweet orange essential oil. That's literally all that's in this. So this is, I used it as a cleanser, and I really enjoyed it because I already know that I like coconut oil, but I would get my face wet, and then I'd get some of this and just dab it all over, and I actually have like a little face brush that I use, and I would work it in, and I feel like it removed my makeup really well, and I really enjoyed this. And then after you like clean your makeup off and wipe it off, it's got those oils in it, and it keeps your skin very moisturized. So I really did enjoy this. This and the next item are probably some of my favorites that I tried from these samples. Yeah, 100% natural, handcrafted in Ogden, Utah. And you can definitely go to hippieskin.com and find all of the products that I'm going to tell you about, and it tells like all the ingredients and all that kind of stuff, and you can order them if you want to. So the Cleanse and Moisturize Hippie Luxe, I did really enjoy that. Now the next cleanser is the Hippie Honey. This is a cleanse slash daily scrub. And obviously it's got the word honey in it, so it has honey as the main ingredient, lavender essential oil, and carrot seed essential oil. And since it's a scrub, it does have like little scrubbies in it. So I'm not really sure what the scrubbies are inside of it. Once again, you can check out their website and it'll tell you all about it. So once again, I used this sample as a face cleanser, and I really enjoyed it. It had like the exfoliating things in it, but they weren't. It was very gentle. Since it's got the honey in it, after you wash your face and dry off, that honey, you can still like feel it on your skin, and it's very moisturizing. So I really enjoyed this one as well. All right, next we have the Hippie Glow. And this is an intensive serum. So you can see it's got like a green color to it. Now this stuff is pretty oily, and it has a longer list of ingredients. I have notes here that I'm reading. So this is an intensive serum and a primer. Now, because of the face cleansers that I just showed you being so moisturizing, I did not use this as a moisturizer per se. I used it as a primer because they do say that it's a makeup primer as well. So I would use this before I put on my makeup. But this has organic coconut oil, sweet almond oil, organic matcha tea. I'm guessing that's why it has the green color. Rosemary, geranium, carrot seed, and rose essential oils. So that's what's in this, and it is a pretty oily texture. But surprisingly, like you can see how shiny it is on my finger there. surprisingly, it like soaks into the skin pretty quickly for me anyways, and like I could apply it, wait a few minutes, and then my skin was ready to apply my makeup. So I did enjoy this as a primer. I don't necessarily know, when you say primer, I think it means like your makeup's gonna last longer through the day. I don't necessarily know if it did that, but it definitely was a good moisturizing base before putting on your makeup. Alright, next we have the Hippie Balm Calm. This is a hand and body lotion. This has several ingredients in it, but a few of them: aloe extract, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, apricot kernel, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, shea butter. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in it, but this is just a lotion. It does not have much of a scent to it, in my opinion. Once again, you can smell like the coconut oil, but it's like a very natural, like very light kind of scent. But this has no parabens, no phthalates. I never know how to say that word, phthalates. And yeah, it has a lot of those same type oils in it. And I thought it was a pretty good lotion. Just like, you know, typical lotion, except it's got like better stuff in it for you. So I enjoyed this. I just used it on my hands for the most part, but definitely moisturizing, and I enjoy it. Next, I had this little sample of the Hippie Mist. This is a toner slash Revitalize. There are two things in this, literally: alcohol-free witch hazel and organic raw apple cider vinegar. And it definitely has like a vinegar type smell to it, but it's in this nice spray bottle. I just did that like it was perfume. But it does have a vinegar type smell, so if that bothers you, just so you know that. It doesn't bother me, but I know apple cider vinegar is good for lots of different things. But after I would cleanse my face, I would spritz this on my face or like on a cotton pad, and then I would just rub it in, and I really enjoyed this. You can kind of see it's got like the apple cider vinegar like kind of look to it. It's got that darker kind of color. Alright, next we have two deodorant products. Now, this first one, this is Hippie Fresh, and this is just like a deodorant. So it's just like a white looking stuff. Now, my complaint about this product is it's in a pot, which is odd for a deodorant. So you had to like dig in there and like put it on your pits. But I do know that they make a actual deodorant like this in a deodorant type stick form where, you know, you don't have to put your hands all over it, because that was kind of annoying. Every time I would have to dip into it, put it on, then I'd have to like really wash my hands. But I wasn't as crazy about their deodorant products. This is a deodorant spray. So the deodorant paste is aluminum free, has aluminum free baking soda, tea tree and grapefruit essential oils. It has yellow beeswax and shea butter, and those two products are in it to help it like stick to your skin better. And it has arrowroot powder. Now, I did test this out several times in the last couple weeks. In my opinion, I could still, like, even using this, I could still, like, kind of smell myself at times, which I know is gross. But I do a lot of outside work, and I get kind of sweaty this time of year. And honestly, this product I wasn't as crazy about. I could, like, after applying it, I could still, like, you know, smell body odors after some time. So not crazy about this one. And the deodorant spray, I actually forgot to write down what's in it, but once again, it's all on their website. I didn't use this quite as much, but it has like the same kind of scent to me as this. And I would use them both together at times, and then sometimes separate, and every time I would use them, I just wasn't as crazy about it. So these are probably my least favorite products that I tried out from their line. Alright, so that was all these skincare items. So I'm going to show you guys a before and after picture. So I did take this picture of my face before I started using the Hippie Skin products. This was 2 weeks ago. And so you can see all the redness and stuff that I had on my face. And then, let me just get them side by side here. I took an after picture right before I put on my makeup and stuff, which, by the way, I am wearing the primer, the foundation that I'm fixing to show you, I'm wearing the eyeshadows that I'm fixing to show you, and the lip product I'm going to show you. But after 2 weeks, my skin definitely had a lot less redness, and I'm pretty impressed with it. I really enjoy the cleansers the most out of the skincare line. So I'm probably going to continue to use them, and I might even purchase them in the future. But I can definitely tell a difference just in 2 weeks of using these products that my skin has definitely toned down on the redness factor. So I'm pretty impressed by that. Alright, so on to the makeup portion. They sent me all of these foundation samples. So they have a powder foundation, and I believe there are 15 different shades in here. So I got the whole shade range, and obviously I can only use like the first few shades as my main foundation, and that's all I have on today. I don't have concealer or anything else like that on. I literally just have the powder foundation on, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's just a powder mineralized foundation in there. So I just swirled it all over my face, and it surprisingly has good coverage. You can still see some of my redness poking through right here, but I think for a powder natural foundation, I think it's like pretty good coverage for what I was expecting, honestly. So put that on as a foundation. Then I picked a darker shade and used it as like a contour type shade, and I think it did pretty good. So I do like the foundation. Like I said, I'm surprised like how well it covered for what I was expecting. It's not full coverage in my opinion, but if you are wanting like a light to medium coverage natural foundation to try, I would definitely recommend the Hippie Skin foundations. Next, I used this lip balm. I have it on right now. By the way, woke up this morning with a cold sore type thing right here. That's why it might look a little bumpy, or my lip balm kind of looks funny right there. Woke up with like a cold sore. I'm hoping it's not poison ivy because it is bumpy. It's not itchy yet, so I think it's a cold sore. But anyways, I put on this lip balm, and it's pretty good. It does have, you know, you can see a little bit of color to it. It's, you know, it's not as oily as I would figure it would be, but it's a pretty good balm. Alright, and very last, we have the Hippie Dust, which are mineralized loose eyeshadows. So these are vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. So here are the shades that I have. They don't have names, but this is the one that I used the most for sure. I use this mostly as like a base. It was a very shimmery type eyeshadow. And once again, since these are loose eyeshadows, you want to use them very sparingly. Like you just barely dip your brush into it and you're going to have like a lot of coverage. So these are going to last for a while. And these are just like sample size, I believe. So then we had like this bronzy gold shade. I didn't use it as much. I wasn't as crazy about it for my eyes. I don't know. But still was the same formula. Then this one is pretty dark. It looks intimidating, but I actually used it today. So today I used the lightest shade as like an all over base. And then I used this darker shade to blend in my crease, and then I also used it as an eyeliner, if you guys can see that. I got a little brush, like a little tiny eyeshadow brush, and I wetted it, is that a word? And dipped it into this darkest color and used it like an eyeliner, and I think it worked out pretty good. So I do really enjoy these. A little bit goes a very long way. So I mean, it doesn't look like there's much in there, but they are going to last me for like a long time. So I do really like these. You just have to be careful with them because they are loose eyeshadows. You will get a little bit of fallout. So if you want to do your eyeshadow before you put on your foundation, that might be a good move to do. Alright guys, so that was everything that I tested out from Hippie Skin. Most of these products I really enjoyed. The only things, like I said, that I wasn't as crazy about was the deodorant products. But everything else was like spot on. I really liked it. So definitely check out hippieskin.com if you want to check out their products, look at the ingredients, order some if you want to. Once again, they're made in the USA. I really enjoy that, knowing that they're, you know, kind of like a local type thing. All the other info that you might want to know about Hippie Skin, I will leave in the description below. Thanks again to Hippie Skin for sending me these samples to review. And I am excited. I'm going to keep using these. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe if you haven't already, because I post a brand new video every single Friday. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!